Hello, I'm the Cartographer, and this is my second video on shelters. The first one came out the day that shelters, well, actually came out the day after shelters launched, but it basically was only able to detail the little shelter, the little utility shelter, because that was the only one that was out. But now the Atrium and lobby shelters are out. I've got both of them. I've got multiple entrances to them, so I was just going to walk you through what these things look like now. Now you can see with the large shelter entrance over my shoulder there. Now you can build one of these to either go into the lobby shelter, or you can build one to go into the atrium shelter, or you can just build these smaller doors, and one of these goes to the atrium and one goes to the lobby. Just to show you here, right there, lobby, atrium, versus right here, lobby. And I put a little mat out here. Let's head on into the lobby shelter. Okay, so I did a little minor amount of decoration here. Just put up some turrets there because you can put in defenses and things like that. Because you can also have PvP in here. I have the entrance to my little utility room right here. You can put those anywhere. Unfortunately, the door here does not work like a vault door. There's nothing you can press and it opens the door and that like lets you out. No, you just walk up to the back side of it and you press E or whatever it is you have on the console. Heading up here, I mean, it's this large room here for the lobby, and then this little room back here. And then along with that, I got some of the other little things in the atomic shop. I got like the little things here that mark off what room you're going into next, or whatever the hallway goes to, or whatever. Along with that, I put these lights up on the ceiling. Those are also from the atomic shop. I will note, a minor disappointment for me is that you actually have to put these power connectors in. I was really expecting it to be something where it's like, so long as you've got these little power generator things existing, you don't have to worry about it. You know, it's a vault, so there's power everywhere. But no, you do actually have to run those power connectors and wires everywhere to get everything powered up. But anyway, right back here, I put a door to the atrium, and this is so we can actually enter the atrium through here as well. And in this way, there's kind of like an interesting flow that you can make with these shelters. Again, I've got another entrance to the utility room here. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't work the way you'd hope it would. Now, if I hit exit here, it'll actually take me out of the exit of the lobby. If I hit here right here, this will take me back into the lobby, but it'll take me to the front entrance. It'd be nice if there was a way for them to allow us to basically hook up doors to doors so that you could go from here back into that back room from the lobby. But anyway, so yeah, you can of course build in here without snapping, just like you could in the utility shelter. So I built this catwalk out here. Catwalk's also something you can get from the atomic shop. Let's head up there. So yeah, this atrium, it's this large room here with this little raised area here. Then there's this really quite massive hallway, kind of oversized hallway that comes up here, and we can come right in here. And then I assume this is the overseer's office sort of a room, but it has this massively oversized window here that I've used as a walkway. The catwalk again is from the atomic shop, and I like the catwalk stuff, but there's nothing like platform to build with a catwalk. So I just ended up putting these carpeted wooden platforms here. Another thing I got, okay, so you can see all the signs you can put up there. So atrium, cafeteria, exit zone, gym, residential reactor, overseer, and observation. But along with that, this is the 300 atom utility shelf. So pretty impressive, gotta say. Honestly, that's the only purchase that I kind of regret just because it doesn't seem like it's worth it. Because again, that single item is 300 atoms. Anyway, let's come back out here. But yeah, so again, with the shelters, you can't display anything just yet. But I have heard some people say a possible use for these things is to, if they don't have Fallout First, then they can just come in here and they can do something where they start just building items. So, like, let's just say I grab something here like this. And let's say that I want to find a way to store a bunch of steel. I don't have the full scrap box, or the infinite scrap box thing. I can just come in here and I can start placing tables, right? Each one of these tables takes 5 steel to make. And then after that, when I leave, I can come back in here if I need to break some stuff down. and I can get a piece of steel scrap back. That's a pretty bad deal, but again, if you are just overflowing with scrap, I could see this as being a way for you to save some. I mean, it's not a great way, but I guess it's a potential way to save some scrap if you don't have the scrap box. But yeah, other than that, I think I've shown you just about everything that you can see here. Again, no display items, no crops, no water, no allies. They're kind of, I mean, obviously, I've seen people decorate these things really nicely, and so that's something you can do if you're really into that. I mean, personally speaking, I'm not terribly into that, especially because, I mean, this isn't Fallout 4, where you can just find all the recipes pretty easily. This is stuff where the recipes are drop-based. And so because of that, I mean, unless I'm really into the hunt for recipes, which I'm not, I'm into the hunt for lore. If I was really into the hunt for recipes, I'd love to like go around, find all these, and be able to build all this stuff. But as it stands, I don't really want to fill my vault with patio furniture and the occasional fancy table, you know? So, I mean, if I was really going to get into this, I'd turn this thing into like an actual vault, or I'd turn it into like, ooh, this is a vault that's been taken over by raiders, and put a whole bunch of raider stuff up, which, yeah, there is some raider stuff. You can even do blood bags and have it be like, or meat bags, I mean, and have it be like, oh, it's a super mutant shelter, whatever, but you're not really going to be able to alter the light color or anything like that. So it's never really going to look right for that sort of thing. So pretty much you're either stuck with an off-looking raider or a super mutant takeover shelter, or you can build it to look like a Vault-Tec shelter, but again, you don't have all the Vault-Tec furniture. Like if we were to take a look at the chairs. So let's see if there's anything in here that looks like it's Vault-Tec-y. See, I don't see anything. Okay, that right there, this is potentially something that looks a little bit like something Vault-Tec would use. Nothing in there. Again, it's just... And that's another thing I'd like to request at some point in the future, that we get kind of like categories of things, rather than like, oh look, this is the benches category. If it was something where it's like, things you'd find in a vault, things you'd find in a raider settlement, so that you're not like, okay, so I've got my Vault-Tec chair here, let me get a Vault-Tec table. And then I have to come over here and be like, okay, you know, which category of thing is it in, you know, and start scrolling through there. It'd be great if we just had, this is the Vault-Tec category. But anyway, those little complaints aside, you can buy the Atrium shelter here for 1,800 atoms on the Atomic Shop. The lobby shelter is currently available only to Fallout First members. I think that changes later this month, at which point you'll be able to purchase it. Again, I created this little flow here where, again, if I go through here, that'll take me right back to the lobby, whereas if I go through here, this will take me out. And like I said, it takes this actually out of the lobby entrance. It would also be nice if they would allow us to customize this with a number. Because, I mean, this obviously isn't a canon thing. It's not like we're actually building vaults out here. By the way, this thing is massive. I was thinking it'd be kind of potentially cool to like build this as like the center of your camp, and kind of build around it to like wrap your structure around this thing. But I'm not going to do that because I prefer my camp as it is at the moment, even if it's not great, it's still mine. Anyway, though, I think that's enough on shelters for now. If there's any serious updates, we'll of course come back and look at it again. This has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.